Doing everybody. I just want to thank everyone that supported me and watched the fight. That isn't the life I want. Do you know what I mean? And big respect to Danny. He's a fucking hard lad. I underestimated him greatly, but he's one tough bastard. We'll never be friends, but the respect's there as fighting men, and I respect him as a fighting man. That's beef squashed now. We decided at the end of it that's it. You know, so I wish him all the best in his life. It's unfortunate because that fight was all down to social media trolling. The shit that I've been through for the last 2 years brought it to that. Fight for free, didn't get paid a fuck all, and me and Danny could have carried on. Could have went on. We had it in us, but why? For what reason? For ego and pride? Just for us to get our faces deformed? I'm ending up with stitches in my head. For other people's entertainment, really. But I'm a fighting man, and I'd never give up, and I'd fight till the death. But you've got to decide in that moment. You know what reason? I prove my point. I'm fucking a man of my word, and I'll always back my word. And the thing is with me is, I fight for my family. That was for my mum. My mum's been really, really ill, and I've done that for her. That was it. No other reason. Obviously my dad, but I don't want that life. You know, I've got a successful podcast show that I want to focus on. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. I'm not a hard man. Like, you know, so a lot of people have made good compliments tonight about the fight, but I'm not a hard man. I'm just a normal lad that's trying to succeed in life. And, you know, like hundreds of other people have mental health problems and stuff, and just try and get by day and try and succeed and do the best you can. But there's no such thing as the hardest man, or, you know, I think we've all got fight in us to some extent. But what do I take from that tonight? Just family pride, just seeing my mum hurting and my father over the 2 years. That's the reason I've done it. You know, it was a good old scrap, of course. It was a great fight. But how long do you do it for? Like, you know, like I say, man, you're going to deform each other's faces. Look at the state of our faces at the end of the fight. What for? Like, I just thought we were two men and we shook hands at the end. And like I say, we'll never be friends, but the respect's there as fighting men together. I just want to move on with my life now and do positive things and be successful and try my best. And I'm going to make mistakes along the way. I'm not perfect, but I've got nothing to prove as a fighter. Like, there's always somebody harder in life. I have nothing to prove as a fighting man. I've been doing it for years, but like, for what? I'm not bothered about ego, and I'm not bothered about being the hardest man in Britain or being the toughest in the fucking estate. I couldn't be bothered with all that. I'm not even hard. I'm just a normal fella that's trying to succeed, and that's it. I can take a few digs along the way, but what's the point? Like I say, see fighting nowadays for that, like that's ego. That's the, you know, alpha males wanting to prove themselves and test themselves. And yeah, when you work out your comfort zone in life, you grow as a person. And from that fight, I felt like I've grew from that, and I just feel like now I can move on in a positive way. Am I going to stop social media trolling? Never. Because the more successful you get in life, the more hate you're going to get. What I can do is ignore it, and I don't need to justify myself to anybody ever again. I don't. But thank you, Dougie Joyce, for seeing fair play. Thank you, Paul Venus. Two pure gentlemen. Fair fight. Man, you can't ask for better than that. It's better than in the streets being stabbed or group gangs ganging up on people. You know, if people do have differences and sort it out the proper way, like that. Back to old school. Not guns, not knives. But me, it's not a life for me. Coming home to my mum bust up. No point. But I love you all. I just want to say thank you for the support. It's been an emotional day today because I just feel like that's the end to the chapter, and it had to come to that, and it shouldn't have had to, really, should it? Shouldn't have had to. Getting all bust up like that. I just want to be left to do my stuff now and focus on the podcast, get good content out there, and build a successful show. Stay humble. No one's better than anybody. We're all equal in life. You know, I think sometimes times like that, being in battle with another warrior, kind of humbles you in a way, because it just makes you see life in a different fucking way. And I don't want to continue having to prove myself and getting out there and smashing up and getting smashed up, and that isn't the life for me. I just want to be positive, happy, and love my family, and just build a fucking successful show and better myself. That's all I want. But love you all, man. Thank you. God bless.